It's the NFL on EA Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium. Here's a scene a short time ago. The Ravens introduced to this sellout crowd, and through a sea of pyrotechnics, out they came from the tunnel. We're set to go as the Ravens get ready to match up with the Dallas Cowboys. Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. On 1st and 10, Prescott. He's going to get this to Austin, complete. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Tomaha Peko racks up the sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. The throw over the middle taken in. That goes for a gain of 31. All right, Charles, let me put you in the head of one of those defenders out there. You have a big play like that go against you so early. Does that shake your confidence?
It shouldn't, but it often does, because your thought process all during the week is how you're going to get after that offense and make your plays. And when they make one against you, it makes you a little bit hesitant.
Time to regroup. A 1st down throw for Prescott. And he hits Jason Witten, the tight end. 23 yards, the final tally. They're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this, and hey, you know, how you guys going to come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it. Well, you were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's what.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Cowboys take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Forbath, the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game.
Makes the score Cowboys 7, Ravens nothing.
Forbath to send it away now following the touchdown. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Jackson under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Defensive end DeMarcus Lawrence applied the heat.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Throwing is Jackson. It's brought in here by Willie Snead. And he takes this down deep on the Cowboys side of the field. A big play there on the catch and run. 68 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or two.
At the Cowboys 17-yard line.
Yeah, 50, 60 yards. 55. Here we go. He's checking, he's checking, he's checking. 56. Pull it. Now. Mike, 55. Excellent. Mike, go. Hey. Hey, check Mike, check.
On 2nd and 11 now. Jackson escaping the pressure right. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. He's got the lane, and there he goes. The 30, 10, and he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. We thought this defense would be opportunistic, and they were. Here, you're already up. Now you got a 2-touchdown lead. I tell you, going out there on defense, did they have a little bit of extra momentum with a score already on the board?
Oh, without a doubt. That already felt good to them. They took it and used it and obviously put up another one. But here's the thing now. Some defense coordinators might want to pull their guys back a little bit because they don't want them to make mistakes because they're too overamped. Others say, I've got a 2-touchdown lead. Go get them, guys. They'll be even more aggressive.
And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Back to the ground, this time with Ingram. Pretty good running there, 9 yards. Sets up a 3rd and 1.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Yeah, the Cowboys here on 3rd down, bringing in an extra defensive back. They'll try and run for it. Here's Hill. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard.
Check, 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 check. Check, check, check. 49, check 49, check 49.
They're running. Ingram. There goes Mark Ingram. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Ingram. .67 yards as they are now on the board here in the 1st half. Justin Tucker for the extra point. And that one makes it 14-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. They'll try the right side with Elliott. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And they're going to face a 3rd down.
Mike. Pick it up. Pick it up. Pick it up.
Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. A good pickup there at 22.
And the key number on that play, 3. 3rd play of the drive, 3rd down, spectacular catch, turns into a 1st down.
1st down saves him from a 3-and-out. Prescott going to come up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 6 for 6 here to start the ball game. Here's Elliott. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. A tough run by Ezekiel Elliott, the 4th overall pick in the 2016 draft.
If you watch tape of him in college, you saw plenty of those runs because I know the highlights showed him in the open field breaking away from people, but that's how he wore down defenses, those exact type of runs.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. And now with the play clock winding down, Jason Garrett opts to take a timeout, as he'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Prescott looks to throw on first. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Here's Prescott. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Prescott from the gun. He's got the connection to Cooper. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Prescott going to come up 1st and 10, and he's completed all 7 of his passes thus far. From the red zone now, Prescott. Oh, Prescott stripped, and it's picked up by the Ravens. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, it's going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. All right, T. Let's try. All right, T. Hey, watch that. Check, Mike. Get go. Mike, 54.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
Go. Mike's 54. Mike's 54.
Watch the out.
Right there. 54. Right there.
After the fumble recovery, it's Jackson. That'll be taken in there by Miles Boykin. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeMarcus Lawrence able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. To throw is Jackson, letting one go deep for Roberts. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
Mike's 54. Mike's 54.
On 3rd down, Jackson. And he's got Sneed. 21 yards there on 3rd down.
That's good for Baltimore. First down.
And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. Tackle made there by Chidobe Awuzie.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
No, 55. Right there in the middle. 55. I got it. Mike, 55. Check, 55. Mike. Come on, baby.
2nd and 5 now. Jackson. Sneed's got it. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on 3rd.
Check right. Watch 55. Watch the run. Mike 55. Mike 55.
Again, Jackson. He finds Roberts, complete. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal at the 4-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal.
What we got?
On 2nd down, it's Hill. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. They were able to stop him at the line on first down, but this time he punches his way through.
And sometimes just because you're stopped on the first run, it doesn't mean the play call was bad or incorrect. You might just need better execution and just a tad more determination. And they got it done on the second try.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You've got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Throwing, Prescott. Got his man there, complete to Gallup. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A gain there of 21 yards.
And a Cowboy first down.
Here we go. Slide in.
36. I'm trying to collect.
First down, Prescott. Caught by Cobb. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield. Stripe.
Randall Cobb. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 50-yard line.
Four yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Hey, kill. 47. 26.
Prescott now from the 50. He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper.
Keep playing hard.
3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Here we go. 46. 26.
They'll throw again. Prescott looking for Cooper. That's complete. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Amari Cooper, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. Forbath able to convert the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. Forbath to send it away now following the touchdown. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Watch the whip.
They run. It's Mark Ingram. And this will go for 5 up to the 33.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Check. Fresno. Lucky. Check 50.
Ingram again. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down.
It's 4th down.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. It's complete to Snead. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Defensively, a bit of a collapse, allowing the 4th down play to result in 23 yards.
Watch the pass. Check 55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike. All day, punt. Mike 55. Right there.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Brought in left side by Snead. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A good pickup there, 26 yards. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Now Jackson on 1st down. Roberts got it. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. They'll come out in the pistol. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit them, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Mike's 54. Mike's 54. Twist. Right there. Right there. 54 Mike. Here we go. Mike's 5'4. Mike's 5'4.
Quick throw taken in by Snead. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make it 2nd and goal. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time.
In your face.
And he will force his way into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. From 6 yards away, as they can now tie the game with the extra point here in the final 2 minutes. Well, the hard part's done. Now they just need to split the posts, tie it up, but then their defense is going to have to hold up to send it to overtime.
Yeah, no matter what. I know there's an inclination in it when you have momentum to go for 2 here, but if you miss it, you don't give your defense a chance at all.
Plus, been a good game. I want to see overtime. I'm selfish.
You obviously don't have a flight to catch.
Tomorrow. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And no sweat, he puts it through, and we are tied here in the fourth. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21-all the score as the kick's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way. Lost yardage.
No, for some reason it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you can move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized.
There he goes, Amari Cooper. 20, 10, touchdown, Cowboys. Amari Cooper, 78 yards. And they're able to break the tie and move out in front here in this fourth quarter.
Hey, that score deserves our respect, deserves our excitement. But I'm looking at the clock, and I'm thinking there's a long way to go in this one.
Ideally, they would have liked to milk a little bit more time off. Now on the other sideline, you start to get the crew together and say, this is what we practiced the 2-minute drill for, right?
Yeah, you hope you've been in that situation before, and if you haven't, you just have the confidence, hey, let's go down there and get this thing done. But, boy, that's a big score right there to give them the advantage.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late-game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Yeah, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Mike 55, Mike 55. Hey, here we go. Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Check 55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike. Check pass. Check pass. Check. 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 Hatchet. Hatchet. What? 25. Check 25. Check 25.
They'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens.
Here we go. Here we go. Mike 55. Check 55. Mike. Quarterback up. Move. We ain't beginning to tear you up. Don't get nervous. Let's go. Come on. Yeah, Jim. Watching it fine. Short. Back. Under 10. 10.
Here's Jackson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And nearly intercepted there. That would have been ball game if he had clinched it and caught it. Instead, it gives him one more chance here on 4th down. Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down.
What you got? What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy? Give me some. Give me some. No. Check 24. Check 24. Showing it. Showing it. Check. Mike 55. Mike 55.
On 4th down, Jackson eluding the pressure right. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
Rip right. Check 52. Check 43. Big Ed. Hey, check 20. Shit.
Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And he can't hang on to it. That would have sealed it. Instead, 2nd down. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
55. So we got man. Mike, 55. Check 55, Mike. Get that quarterback, D-line. Get that quarterback, D-line. D-line, get that quarterback. Hey, alert 3.
He'll look to throw. Flushed out right. Roberts has it. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A gain there of 21 yards. That's what they need right now. Get the 1st down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Mike 55. Hey, eat. Hey, watch the slant. 55 is Mike, guys. 55. Check. Switch. Check.
Back to throw. Steps away to his left. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down. I see you nodding your head up and down. It's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
Yeah. Motion backfield. Mike 55. I'm coming. Rush in.
Throwing now is Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And a crusher there as it's intercepted. Xavier Woods with a pick.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. Line of scrimmage back at their own 3 now as they come up 2nd and long. And they take a knee. So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And I tell you, this was a fun one. Just a close game. Nothing comes easy in this league, as you know. They had to work for that victory.
I've got to go back to what you just said. Nothing comes easy in this league. How many times have we talked to coaches prior to a game and assessed, the strengths, the weaknesses, the whole deal? Even in games when one coach was a decided favorite, what do they always say to us? But you do know this is really a 7-point league. 7 points either way usually decides a ball game. We had exactly.
Yeah. up and it's magic. One up and up, it's magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing. Now I hit the scene, they like lights, camera, action. Living in a dream, now my music, they be blasting. Step out, I'm a star, always in the latest fashion. Had to set the bar, try to catch me lacking. Bank account for my son, he won't have to struggle. You can see it in my eyes, all I do is hustle. They tried to knock me off my feet, I'm ready to rumble. Feel like I